Wagwan people, it's the Otis Jones show again. The show where I get random topics picked by AI and I get to get drunk and chat shit about them. So yeah man, fucking like and subscribe. I'm still hating on that guy who just leaves a dislike under all of my videos. Fuck that guy, bruv. Just stop watching. Like and subscribe so we can smack that guy out the way, you get me? Jesus, don't you wish you go? Yo, listen, while I was setting up the equipment, I was listening to R&B classics and don't you wish your girlfriend was hot? Like, that shit came on. Boy, what a tune, bro. It's funny because like throughout the last like 5 years, I've been just thinking about where I got that. Like I got this trumpet riff in my head and I was just wondering where it came from. Or like at some points I was just like, did I make that trumpet riff up? Where it's just like, bum, 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 bum. And I was just like, where's that come from? And then it's actually come from that tune, blood. Shout out to Nicole Scherzinger as well. Apparently she's on Broadway at the moment, yeah. And I heard that she put in a phenomenal performance, which I wouldn't have expected. Not because I don't respect the talent, but you know, Broadway is difficult, you get me? This episode is dedicated to Nicole Scherzinger, G. Also, big up Busta Rhymes for he might have the coldest verse on a pop song ever. Comment below like a better rap verse on a pop song than that. Cause I'm open to suggestions. I'm very recent bias, you get me? Don't you, baby, don't you? I feel bad, man. So basically, in 2013, a Swedish guy was like arrested after trying to build a nuclear reactor, but apparently he documented the whole thing on his blog and even contacted the Swedish Radiation Authority to ask if his experiment was legal. And they said no and confiscated his thing and arrested him. Big man, he asked. How are you gonna arrest someone for asking, bro? He didn't even fully build the reactor, blood. That's fucked up, man. That's like going to them like parks in London and asking the police if you got a beer and you're just like, oh, you go up to police, you're like, oh, my bad, I didn't know. Am I allowed to do this here? And then they're just like, no, and it's just like, oh, my bad. And then imagine if they arrest you anyway, blood. London seems to be the only place with rules like that. I'm sure like technically like public consumption of alcohol is illegal in the UK. But like, no one really gives a fuck, mate. But there's certain parts of London where you just can't do it. I don't like that, man. Apparently London's the best place in the UK. Fuck off, man. Everywhere else in the UK, you can crack open a bev, enjoy the sunshine and piss on the street. But your thing's meant to be the best place. Listen, I remember one time I was in LA, brother. There was, I had a beer in public and I completely forgot having a beer in public was illegal. And the police showed up to me and they all had their hands on their guns, like, which is very unnecessary. I got a beer. Anyway, I completely like, boom, that bang. I completely forgot. I realized straight away. I was like, my bad. Hands on my head, went to the ground. I was just like, listen, I'm so sorry. I completely forgot it was illegal here. They heard my accent. They were cool with it. But I like in Miami, like I was walking around and because I learned my lesson, I had the brown bag, you get me? Still didn't stop me from drinking in public, but you gotta have the brown bag. That's, you know what I'm saying, common courtesy. And then my brethren Jerome that we met, I think it was Jerome. I can't remember who said it, but yeah, my brethren Jerome that we met, he was just like, yo, what the fuck is you doing? And I was like, what do you mean? And he was just like, we in Miami, you don't need no brown bag, man. Sip that shit. I was just like, fuck yeah, man, I like this. And then his justification was like, we in Florida. Anything goes. And I was like, listen, man, I don't like you giving me them false pretenses because I tried to get some spirits on a fucking Sunday and all the liquor stores are closed. So you can't even have some Hennessy on a Sunday and you're meant to be the freest place in the world. I don't like these false pretenses. You shut the fuck up, man. Pour another one before I get fucking vexed. Bro, whenever I get into like the second topic in the second episode, that's when I really need these prescription shades to be able to read, bro. My shit goes blurry. Alright, so in 2020, a herd of wild elephants in China broke into a village, got drunk on corn wine, and passed out in a nearby tea plantation. Yo, I feel like this is like British colonialism when they came to the Caribbean, innit? These guys were like, look at this beautiful land with the gold sand, we need to take this over. Wait, what the fuck is it? And then just pass out the next morning and then they're like, we need to fucking stay here, mate. Locals found them the next morning, snoozing in a peaceful heap like it was an all-elephant frat party. ChatGPT said these photos went viral because honestly, they look mad cozy. Yo, I can't lie, bruv. ChatGPT sounds more like me every single week, bruv. But I don't know if it's ChatGPT using my language or because I'm on ChatGPT so much now, I'm starting to sound like AI. Practice? Shout out to me when I have braids. ChatGPT, please show me these photos. It's loading. Yo, these men are fucked. Yeah, I've been there, blood. You ever made a love heart looking formation with your brethren? Yeah, dog. Malta, 20, whenever the fuck. Shout out to all these elephants as well, looking like raw chicken. A Canadian man tried to pay his $7,500 property tax bill using 5,100 pounds of coins, as in like pounds as in weight. He showed up with a truck full of wrapped change and a forklift to unload it at City Hall. Officials were not amused and eventually they told him they'd accept the money. Listen, I love this so much, bruv. I love the petty shit like that, man. The thing is, you gotta accept it, man. Like, don't use coin as official tender. Is that what it's called, official tender? I don't know, you know what I'm saying. I'm feeling kind of tender right now. But yeah, don't say use it as official money if you're not gonna accept it, bro. That's like, I think it was Samsung suing Apple or Apple suing Samsung. I can't remember which one it was, but it made me crease. I remember learning about this in business studies. I think it was Samsung suing Apple about like some technology they use for their smartphones, and and they won the case. So Apple were like, cool, pay you the money. They showed up with like trucks and trucks and trucks just full of coins to settle the thing. I hate Apple, but I love that with all my heart. Also, side note, speaking of money, when I came back from Jamaica, right, I got my hair cut, blood. I had 37 racks in Jamaican dollars left over, which is around 170 pounds, right? I needed to get rid of this piece. I went to my barber shop. Obviously, my barber's Jamaican because I like to get my hair cut properly. Shout out to the weird moustache he always gives me, though. I actually rate it. I fully rate it. It's like old school, bro. It reminds me of my uncles and that. I don't think you can see it on the camera. So I asked him, kind of joking, but I'm like, can I pay in Jamaican? And he just laughed at me like it was an obvious no. And I'm like, big man, I could have paid you extra. I could have given you 6 racks. That's like 30 quid, bro. Your thing's normally 20. I could have given you that. But instead I ended up sending it back to the currency thing and getting the full P's back, bro. So fuck it. Anyway, it's a weird vent to end on. But yeah, this has been the Otis Jones Show. Shout out to all my defensive midfielders every single time. Make sure you go to Jamaica because it's the best place in the world. And I've had a lot of shit from white people just like, oh yeah, it's good for you because you're black. Shut up, man. There's bare white people in Jamaica, man. Allow it, bro. Just go there, enjoy yourself, support the local economy, get out of the hotel, go to the local bars. You get me? And just when you go to the local bars, just look super white. So it looks like you're ready to call the authorities at any point. Look like you got the embassy on speed dial. And you'll be aight. But no, all jokes aside, man, Jamaica's great. Everyone's lovely. Fuck all you, man, that disagree. And yeah, shout out to all my DMs, my defensive midfielders. And fuck the guy that keeps disliking my videos.